Alright, I tried making a video a couple minutes ago, but had a little bit of a problem. It should get you there. I just want to show you what I'm working on these days. I'm working on the Stegosaurus. My goal here today is to get rid of these fins. These fins that I made hastily just to take up space, give me an idea of what it would look like, what the rest of the body would look like with the Stegosaurus fins on there. Now I've switched to another work plane. I used the scribble tool. You would have seen the whole process if the video hadn't faked out on me, because this is kind of a sketch trial, free trial app, so bear with me. Anyway, I took a gradient element, and now I'm going to take the thing I just made with scribble tool and make this gradient element into a fin. So here's the process for that. Here we go. I'd like to keep the original, keep a copy of the original over here. Then we have to make this into a hole. Bear with me while I get back over to the basic shapes from my personal tool box. Let's see what we got here. Okay. And remember, when you're making a hole, as I was taught 4 years ago, you have to make sure that it punches through both surfaces. Otherwise, you're going to get random strange shapes coming up. You can hear my computer humming in the background, getting ready to do work. Okay. So there we go. Group that. Take a copy of the gradient element. I'm going to make a copy of this box just for fun. Keep it in my back pocket. Make this go up. Like I said, make sure that your hole is always clear, or else you're going to have randomite developing and you least want it or expect it. Okay. One thing is we could put pattern lines in this fin, but the problem is, since it's gradient already, it's taking up a lot of pixel power, taking up a lot of data. If we add that, the lines, the striations in the fin, we may just put it over the whole design over the limit. So we're going to play with that. One thing over here, these 5 shapes are what I call my 5 horses. If you know my style from Tinkercad, my style is a attempt at realism, and it's all because of these templates right here. These are my 5 horses. This is my, you say, how does he do that? A lot of people on Tinker say, how do I do that? Well, it's these 5 horses, baby. I make them work for me. So, for example, oops, whacked. Okay, so I'm duplicating this. Computer's running slowly, so you know what? That's not going to cut it. We're going to have to use this one. Okay, flip it over. Get us to that 90 degrees. Stretch it out. Now, this is not going to be perfect. If you notice, a lot of my, nothing's perfect, but you got to do the best you can with Tinkercad. This is called squeezing what you can out of Tinkercad, because Tinkercad really is not designed for this. It's designed for architecture, simple architecture at that. Okay, so look at here. We got a curve there. We got to make sure that the curved edges curve all the way around. We shrink it down. That gives us a fairly rounded edge, but let's stretch it out. Well, okay, so now we're going to duplicate this way. Like I said, we're going to do the best we can about rounding as many edges as we possibly can, but you know, it might take us a few more rounds to get it round all the way around this fin. So what we'll do is we're going to save one of these out here. Now let's group this. Let's see what kind of fin we get. Not bad. See? We need it to be rounded on this side and this side a little bit. See? That's strange. It just couldn't hit that because the curve indents inward. So we may have to make some sort of template or just literally use like elongated ovals to get to sort of file that down and make it rounded. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to take this spare that we had on the outside, turn it around for this side. Now another way I can make a fin, see, this is just using this method. If I just wave dupe the fin, I can make it perfectly rounded. So it's good that this issue came up, because now I'll show you a different way. I mean, you have different ways to form things. You don't ever have to go just one way with Tinkercad. You know, my friends and I have had to think of a million different options for getting to a certain destination. We have to keep our minds open about what to do. We don't just say, okay, can't do that, give up. No, we just keep going until we figure something else out. Okay. So that's basically rounded. Let me show you what I'm going to do here. We're going to have to turn this. We're going to make this into a ball. So I just bounced in with this sphere box. We're going to put it in here, and I'm going to show you how to wave dupe the shape you need. We did the method of cutting with the template, cutting with the hole. Now I'm going to show you how I get a lot of organic shapes that nobody expects me to get because of wave duplication. Okay, so you see that? Now I'm going to squash this a little flatter. Let's say to about 6. This. Now you watch. This might be the way to go, because this one looks a little bit too much like a plate, you know. So here we go. We'll start like this. Okay. I'll bring it over here so we can compare them side by side. So we go duplication 1. Ah, wrong. See, my computer's acting all sluggish probably because the graphic element, the gradient, is making it work harder. So let's take this down to 4. Okay. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit more. Okay, so that one went big, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to rotate a little bit, and then see, you have to sort of direct it. Frankly, it's not doing what I wanted to do or expected it to do. Anyway, Let's do this. Let's group this. Let's see what kind of shape we get here. That's a little bit too flat. So what we'll do on this is try to use these templates to hone it down a little bit. Maybe if we ungroup it and get rid of the first circle, we're in better shape. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more gradual now. Okay, I had to go into my part bin, and I've made these sort of curved templates, and so what I need to do here is cut them in half. And make sort of a long curved, it's important, this one right here, it would only do a straight line. This can deal with a curved edge with a greater success. So we're going to use this. And we should be in better shape because of this. Okay, so boom. Turn it into a hole. Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get. Let's see. It's trying to drag on the controls is kind of difficult here because the graphics are the gradient elements slowing everything down. See, I should just be able to grab things no problem, but due to the graphic nature of this content, things are slowed down. Okay, let's see what we get. So sometimes you have to double duplicate so that you don't get too much overlap. Now the problem is, in order to get a curve edged, we're losing too much over here. So we have to try to position this the best way possible. That looks a little better. Now we have to stretch it out. Stretch it out. Then we're going to duplicate this and turn it around and see what we get from here. Alright, good luck to us. Doesn't look too bad. Not quite as round as I would have liked, but I can hit that one again later. Alright. Just kind of a natural look on the edge. I'll keep it. Okay, there you go. A lot of work for a small part.